thank you so much for coming and sitting down. We talk all the time, and I feel like I know you very well professionally, but sometimes we have these conversations and you give me these little tidbits of your background, and I'm like, whoa, I want to know more, but we're in the middle of closing a deal. Or you just spout out such great real estate wisdom, and I'm like, we need to get this on camera and share it with your audience, my audience, etc. So I said, why don't we sit down and have a conversation and record all things?
Yeah, we had to schedule it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. And I appreciate that your laptop is in the other room, because this is one of the only times I haven't seen it in front of you. Because you are always selling. All right, so let's start. I would love to just kind of hear a little bit about you. When people hear Geri Sanchez, what do you want them to think of?
Well, hopefully more than real estate. A lot of people know me as a realtor selling homes in Florida, but hopefully more than that. You know, I'm a mother, I'm a friend. I like to have fun, I like to travel, and there's so much more, but I do love real estate, and that's really all I talk about. So I guess that will probably be the main thing people remember. Hopefully how I make them feel as well, being a good friend.
I love it. And we're definitely going to talk about that, because I often see you surrounded by a very tight group of friends, often sometimes a lot of real estate friends. So that is something I definitely want to talk about later. But can you tell me a little bit more about your background? We were chatting before when you were getting ready, and you were telling us that you only moved to Tampa like 10 years ago, which I find amazing, because you know this market, especially up in Wesley Chapel, Zephyr Hills area, you know it so well. I definitely thought you were here for like 20 years. So can you tell us a little more about your background?
Yeah, I mean, I moved here from Los Angeles, from the east side in a suburban area, Whittier, California. No one really knows what that is, but Nixon went to college there. That's what we can tell you. And I thought it was a smaller area growing up. I thought it was just residential. It was 18 miles out of downtown LA, until I moved to Florida, and I realized that I was living in a very busy city, in a very busy area, very diverse, very fun. And I think I got a lot of my marketing from growing up in Los Angeles and being around so much activity and brands and celebrities in Hollywood and movies and all the stuff that was around LA. When I moved to Florida, it was much more slower paced. So it was relaxing. It was nice. It was peaceful. But I put my skills to action really quickly without really knowing that they were skills. Just be myself.
Yeah. Oh, I like that. So where did you move when you first moved to Florida?
I landed in Spring Hill and Brooksville. And then after a year, I moved to Wesley Chapel. Okay.
What moved you to Wesley Chapel from Brooksville? And how did you find that compared to the hustle and bustle, the branding of like LA?
I liked it. At first, it was a nice, peaceful break. It was something new. It was incredible to see the rain come in the middle of a sunny day.
Oh, yeah.
And then it looked like a storm, and then it was over, and the sun was right back out. I couldn't believe what I was watching. I loved being outside in the rain in a swimsuit, not having that in LA ever. It only rains in LA when it's cold.
Oh.
So I was used to, it's raining, you got to bundle up. You got to get an umbrella. So it was really cool. It was like a rainforest feel out in Brooksville, being in a tiki hut in the middle of rain, watching bugs, whatever, ceiling fans, you know, having a cocktail in the middle of the day. It was really cool.
So then you said that it was kind of like slower pace compared to like LA. Which one, now that you've been in both for a while, which one do you prefer? I know you live here, but.
Well, there's things I like in both, you know. I like the food in LA. I miss my family. I do like the lifestyle. I was just saying the other day, because Frank and Jared and I went to LA in January. They went to the Grammys. We all went together. And you can go to a different restaurant every day in LA for a year and never repeat it. A nice fine dining restaurant. That's so many options we have out there. Whereas here, we kind of start to repeat them after a little while. We just don't have as many. So I miss the options out there, and the food was really good. Mexican food, you just can't.
Oh, yeah.
You know? Yeah.
I definitely hear that.
But here in Tampa, personally, I like it because I can live in the suburbs and drive 35 minutes and I'm in downtown. Could never do that in LA. It'd be a 2-hour traffic. So having those two things so close without having to sit in 2 hours of traffic is really nice.
I find that super interesting, because I grew up in like Buffalo, New York.
Yeah.
And when we moved here, even though things are kind of close, you're like, it's 15 miles. It still takes 30 minutes to get there. Now I'm in West Chase, so we're kind of in the middle between beach and downtown. Mm-hmm. But everywhere we go, it seems like a half an hour minimum. And it's mainly because of not so much traffic, but all of our waterways, you have to drive around the waterway, right, to get into each neighborhood.
Yeah.
So my perspective was that it takes so much longer. And then when I just visited Buffalo last week, everything's 15 minutes. Super fast, super close. It's also way smaller.
But no beach.
But then you were saying, this is
Closer, this is quicker.
So much faster than LA.
Yeah.
So,
and we have the beaches out here too. I love the LA beaches, but the water's cold and the water's not clear.
oh, really?
So I like the beaches here much better.
So what's your favorite beach here?
Anna Marie Island.
Anna Marie Island. Now, would you recommend somebody buying a home on Anna Marie Island, or what would be the best place to buy a home if you love the beach?
That's a tricky one. I would say you might want to be a little further from the beach because we just had hurricanes a few years ago, and if you want to deal with potential flooding, that might be a headache. But if you're moving here from out of state and you want to be near the beach, I think St. Pete is a good option. I like that there's a lot of walkability there. I think that it's cool to be near downtown and the beach, all within like 10 minutes in opposite directions. You know, you really can't have that in too many places. They have a lot of restaurants. The demographics really cool. I think the people are really cool there too. But if you don't want to be by the beach, you can move to a lagoon community. That's how
I was about to ask you about that.
That's how I ended up in Wesley Chapel because I wanted to be near the beach. But as a non-Floridian, I was scared of hurricanes and I didn't want to move again or have
gators.
Gators. Oh my
Scary
God. Yeah,
gators.
I was so scared of gators. But you know what? I like to face my fears. So as soon as I got here, I went to Gatorland and I went ziplining over gators because I'm like, I'm getting this over with.
Oh, really?
But now thinking back to that, I'm like, what was I thinking? What? Look at the photos. I'm literally ziplining over gators. I would never do that today.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm scared again.
I've not been there, but we have gators in our ponds in West
Yeah.
Chase. And we actually saw, this is going to be incriminating for them, we saw some kids go, like they're wading into the water. I'm like, what are they trying to fish over there for?
Yeah.
I was like, they're going to get eaten. They were getting a gator. They pulled one out, and this was probably as long as this room. It was like with tail, like 10-foot gator. Pulled it out, sat on it, take photos, pushed it back in, and ran off real fast.
Kids did this?
Yes, they were like high schoolers.
I can't believe that.
I can't
I
even.
would have screamed.
I did plenty of crazy things, having grown up pre-social media,
Yeah, me
internet,
too.
and cameras. But I don't think I would have done that. That's
Me
pretty
neither.
nuts.
I would have never done that. But
So,
you're right. We did other things.
You said lagoon, and if I hadn't seen it when it was first coming up, I would have no idea what you're talking about. What is the lagoon, and what are you talking about?
So Metro Development created these awesome lagoons in Pasco County. We have two of them. One is at Epperson and one is in Murata. They're just huge man-made beaches, but they come with so much more. It's a whole lifestyle there. It's life at the lagoon. If you buy a house there, you pay a membership, and you become part of that entire lifestyle. What that means is that there's live music, there's a swim bar, there's karaoke, there's bingo night, trivia night, there's kids games. There's something for every age group, and every walk of life fits in there. It's like an outdoor clubhouse. So, you know, during the pandemic, we became a lot more aware of maybe not being too close, things like that. So a bunch of clubhouses closed around town. Ours never closed because it's all outdoor. You get a beach. You also get cabanas. There's a restaurant. And then if you want to go home for lunch, you can. Jump on your golf cart with your Yeti, home for lunch, and you come back. Kids nap, and then you come back.
So there's only two. There's Murata and Epperson.
In
right?
Pasco County, but we have many more. We have one in Wamama, South Shore Beach. We have one in Parrish. We have a lot more that are already built.
So which one's the best? You can say it.
The best, I want to say right now, probably Murata because it's the largest. It's not fully developed yet. So yes, you can go enjoy the water and stuff, but they're still going to build a restaurant and all kinds of things all around. There's a bar there. I personally like it because there's a splash pad. So if you have kids,
Oh, really?
they can go to the splash pad there. We don't have that at Epperson, but we have a restaurant. We have a swim bar. So I think they all offer something a little bit different, but Murata's probably the favorite right now.
Sounds like an all-inclusive resort.
Yes.
Like when I went on my honeymoon, went to Mexico, and it was an all-inclusive resort. And there was multiple different restaurants. There was the water, there's pools and stuff like this. So it's kind of like that,
Yeah.
but you get to live there.
Yes.
Is the membership fee included? I'm going to hit you with a bunch of technical questions
Sure.
now.
Yeah.
Is the membership fee included in the HOA?
It's a separate fee.
Okay. And if I don't live there, can I visit?
Yes, you can buy a ticket.
Okay.
You can buy a day pass.
Almost like a water park.
It depends on the season. The price changes.
Oh, okay.
The seasonal stuff, you know, and slow season, it might be $10 to get in. If you go in after 4, because people do like to go after. The water closes at sunset,
Okay.
but in the winter, when it gets dark early, people still like to go because you get this beautiful view of the water with the moon reflecting, and you're at the bar having a drink, or kids are running around we have movie night on the lawn. The kids go there at 6 to 8 on
Nice.
Wednesdays.
Now I know you told me about events you've done there, and now your handle and you're known as the home selling queen, right? And I know you as just like, you are everything Wesley Chapel. If I ever had a question about anything Wesley Chapel, Zephyr Hills, anything up there, I would ask you and you'd have the answer. So can you tell me a little bit about kind of that? Like, when did you adopt this, or when did you grow into this?
Right. So I moved there for that lagoon community. It was just a big hole in the ground when I first came to that area. But I had studied development at USC in 2014. So I was looking for a place that would increase in value. And I was looking for a new development. I was looking for something that would give me a return in 10 years, somewhere that I would stay long term. I bought my first house with the idea that I would stay there forever, which now I can tell you nobody stays there forever anymore. That's something our parents did, right? So I wanted to be in a place that would change over time, that was still developing. There was no street lights. There was no schools nearby. Well, there was one school, not the charter schools. No lagoon. There was nothing to do there really, but I just knew it would pay off. So that's how I landed there. And thank God it did, because after that, everyone moved there. More schools came, shopping, stores. There's Pop Stroke now nearby. We have all kinds of stuff going on, and our values have increased over time. Within a few years, my house was already worth twice as what I bought it for. Now the market's changed, so it's back down a little bit, but I just know it'll go right back up to that eventually.
That's really interesting because I've never heard anybody describe buying their move up or their like being so intentional about their purchase. Last house I bought, I saw it and I was like, wow, that seems under market. Let's snag it. But I love that you're like, I have a 10-year plan. When you speak with clients, do you think, tell me about like that experience speaking with a client. Do they have that same vision, or is it something you need to steer them with?
Well, they rarely have that vision. So I explain the value of that to them because I sell a lot of new construction, and sometimes they're wondering why they should buy in one community over another one, or why I'm showing them homes in the middle of nowhere. It feels like there's nothing going on out there. I take them to Two Rivers in Zephyr Hills. It's the same thing going on out there in a different way. Now there's a surf park coming to that just got approved by the county. So anyone who buys a house in Two Rivers is going to see the same thing that we had for people that moved to Epperson and Morada and those communities, which is a huge increase in value in a very short amount of time. So I bring that vision to them, to my clients. They very rarely have that same thought. Mostly investors do. A lot of them are just, they want to live in a place that is peaceful, a place that they can raise their kids, where they can find good schools, maybe have some things to do. And they don't know, especially if they come from out of state or out of the area. So they need a lot of guidance. And that's where we tell them, what's important to you? Do you want to move into a house where everything is done today? Or are you okay with moving a little further out and knowing that you will get a return on that? When these 10-year-olds are 15, you got to buy them a car. Maybe you sell your house. Maybe now you have enough money to buy 2 cars for your twins. Vacations, start planning for college. Because if you're looking for that, then this is where you should go. But if you don't want to deal with construction, no lights, then let's put you in a community that's already developed, which we still have that. Vida's Way is a great option. That's the last.
What's it called?
Vida's Way.
Vida's Way,
It's
is it
across the street from Epperson.
Okay.
It's on Curly Road. You see the cows there. That's all Vida's Way. It's getting developed. And that's our last new construction community in that zip code. People want to be in that zip code because of the schools, Kirkland, all that stuff. But you get to move in there and everything's already built. All of the restaurants are done. The shopping's done where I live right now. If you would move there when I did, 2018, then you would have had to wait for everything to develop.
You have to have that vision, right?
Yes.
I think it's really interesting the way Tampa's grown and exploded. I talked to some people who may have stumbled into like just a fantastic investment. They bought in a place and all of a sudden Armature Works is built next door, and then it's like kaboom. But it's really, I think it's refreshing to hear that you speak with people and you point them towards like, listen, this is a long-term investment. And I mean, the same goes with mortgages. First 5 years, you're barely paying into that principal. Right. You're almost like you're renting, unless you're taking some great strategies to cut it down. But that's really refreshing. But once again, we just went totally down on the thing that we are both very passionate about, which is real estate. And I would love to hear a little bit more about you. Now, every single time I see you, and I see you a lot, you are extremely well put together. It makes me feel like a slob.
Thank you.
But tell me, where do you feel like most comfortable? Like, is there any separation between what I see with you and selling homes and you and like your personal life?
Yeah, definitely. I am really comfortable in real estate in my career. This is what I love doing every day. I wake up excited to meet with people, excited to look at homes. And when I have nothing to do, I find things to do that are all related to real estate. I just keep myself busy.
I love it.
I give myself new tasks. I come up with new ideas and things I want to try or see that all relate to my business because I love it so much. I think that's why this business has prospered into what it is, because even when I don't have a client to help or someone to service, then I still make things up and I keep myself busy in real estate anyway. But outside of that, I like to travel. I'm a mother. I like to be involved in my son's life as much as he lets me. He's 20 years old, so he's doing his own thing. He's got his independence now. But if he includes me in something, I'm there. I'll move my appointments for him immediately. And my friends are really important to me. We like to travel and see new places. I'm very passionate about giving back. So a lot of the events that I throw in my communities were to give back to the community. But they end up bringing me a lot of business later on, which is great. I just wanted to share. I feel like you have to keep spreading the blessings with the world if you want to keep getting blessings. So with that being said, I found a great organization where I travel to other countries, build homes, give back. It's still related to real estate. I do it with my two really good friends, Frank and Jeremy. We get to see a new country, we get to meet new people, and it's all blended together. It just makes me so happy. We get to help somebody, we get to see something new, and we get to do it with people who are also in the industry or have the same goals. And so similar personalities that mesh really well together. So that's something that I look forward to doing at least twice a year.
I do remember that. The last one was in Mexico or Guatemala?
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Yes.
Okay. So is there anything that I don't see on social media?
Probably.
Like
Yeah.
the traveling?
The traveling, you probably don't see me negotiating much. I feel like my negotiations are an art, and I feel like it's very unique the way I do it. I've accomplished a lot of things that were very, very difficult, not just for me, but I think for any real estate agent. Trying to bring deals together sometimes can be very tricky. And I am so proud of myself seeing the things that I've done. I'm completely fearless when it comes to negotiations. And I know I scare some people, the people that watch me. I'm not talking about people that negotiate with me, not them, but the people that watch me sometimes are like, Geri, like, there's no way this is going to work. And I'm like, that's going to work. Trust me, I've done this. And it just always works. I don't know if I'm just getting lucky every time or how I'm making it work, but it just continues to go exactly the way I predicted it will.
I think our latest deal was one like that, where it is well under, is it our latest one? Where it's like well under listing and you're like, no, we're going to go in at this. And then it nailed it right on the dot.
Yeah, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
Yes. And I was like, this is what we're going to do. And how the hell did I know that? I have no idea. But, but also I can't just call it. I've got to convince another agent.
Yes.
Right? And I have no idea what personality I'm dealing with over there. I don't know if they're having a good day, a bad day, if they already know me, if we have a relationship, or we've never heard of each other. But all I know is I got to get that house for my client, or I got to get it sold, whatever the assignment is, right? And in this case, we had to do it in 18 days, which is incredible. We're so impressed that you did that for us, honestly.
Thank
We
you.
tell everybody, most people can't close a VA loan that fast because, it's hard to get a VA appraiser to show up quickly. It's hard to get this, that. Then before you know it, you've done this a million times, but you forgot to get the termite inspection.
Oh,
Who could
yeah.
forget that, right? So we just never know how things are going to go, and it requires so many hands on deck. That's why it's important to us to work with good partners like yourself.
Thank you.
That are reliable and can help us get there. We're doing a lot of things that are intense and busy and hard, and we need that department taken care of, this department done that, so that we can all come together and high five each other. It's not easy to do. We make it look easy, but a lot of that stuff people don't see online.
That is very true. The one we're doing right now is, I think, the fastest VA loan ever, and it would be even faster if people wanted it to be, but like it's almost like too fast. So we did the conditional approval within 24 hours. We did the appraisal within 48 hours.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still impressed by that. I got to high five that appraiser.
Yeah.
And then the conditions where we had cleared everything except title, appraisal, insurance, which is like your basic three that are third party. So I think it's going well. I don't want to jinx anything.
It's going amazing. Yeah, it's going great.
But I
and
like working with you and
our client's
Nora.
super happy too. He's great and he's excited, and it helps that he follows directions too.
Yes.
We need clients to follow directions. So I'm very strict with my clients. I'm not the sweetest person with my clients. I tell them from the beginning, this is what's going to happen. This is a game plan. You're going to follow directions. And if they don't like it, there's 17,000 real estate agents in Florida. They can go find another one, because I run things a certain way so that they can get what they want, not to annoy them.
So you're not afraid to fire clients?
I'm not afraid to fire clients. I'll fire anybody, anyone,
I like that.
at any time. Yeah.
So he actually told me something that I want to say thank you to, is he was like, I don't understand all of this financial stuff before he talked to me. Right.
Right.
He's like, I don't understand all this financial stuff. He said, but if Geri and Nora said to trust you, I trust you. And I love that, because I do get plenty of referrals or leads where with some people I start working with for the first time, and it's just like, I'm just a name, talk to Khaled. But you are taking someone who came to you, like want to spend, like 10 times my annual salary on something, and you're just like, go talk to this name.
Yes.
So giving much more of like, it's important, like who you trust. And I think I say thank you so much, because we got to build that circle of trust for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I sent him to you because I also know that he's a very good client.
Awesome.
I will not be sending you someone that's problematic.
Oh, no.
Just kidding. They're all great. They're all great. We're straight in the mouth. They're not.
Now, you mentioned your son who is 20. Now, do you mind if I ask you, I don't know if you want to share, you're a single mother, right?
Yes.
So is there any lessons that you've learned? So you're super impressive. You're raising your son, you're moving, you're selling all these houses, you're constantly online. Like, it's amazing, your presence coverage, your community events that you do so many. I can't, this is why you're the home selling queens, because you have such a great presence and as well as knowledge and such. So how do you balance all that? Was there anything from raising your son, because you said that's the most important thing. Is there anything from raising your son as a single mother that has been like an unexpected lesson that you applied to real estate?
I'm not sure if I apply it to real estate, but I definitely apply it to sales. Because I feel like when I was a kid, looking back, I was constantly negotiating with my parents. And then when I became a parent, I'm constantly negotiating with this kid to hurry up and get dressed. We got to get to baseball. We got to do this. You got to tell little lies here and there, because I'm like, we're going to be late or whatever. Like that one light. If you shut this light off one more time, because they're flicking in it every day, the entire city's going to turn off. And then they're like 5 years old and they freeze, right? So I do feel that there's a little bit of sales in raising kids, because you got to figure it out. Kids will push their buttons and make you grow and humble you really fast.
For sure.
Yeah.
I think it's similar to when I was a teacher, where you have almost like an imaginary authority. Because if a child really, really, really wanted, they just get up, walk out of the school, right? But you have to enforce them to do something that they don't usually want to do, or make them want to do it, which is sit down and learn and do whatever, but with like a fake authority in a way. So it's similar. And I think that, and also I'm raising kids too.
Yeah.
But I think that's such a great point, because you said you've learned a lot about sales. And I'm going to give you an unpopular opinion, and you tell me what you think.
Okay.
Here we go. Real estate agents are bad at sales. And here's what I have to say. And it's not just their fault, because I find that a lot of real estate agents, they know a lot about real estate, and this goes for mortgage people too. They know a lot about real estate and homes and such, but they don't know how to negotiate. Like, the negotiation for them is often, let's cut it in half. Each time negotiating is just half, half, half. And there's a whole book called Never Split the Difference.
Yeah.
But also, I think that you're coming from what do you want to call it? A disadvantage, because I could be really good at sales, but my real estate agent is negotiating on my behalf. So I can tell them everything to say. But then again, there's another wall to the person who's making the decision, which is another real estate agent. So thankfully I had somebody before I met you who was very good at negotiating as well. And thankfully, I don't know what they did, but they got it done. But I was always thinking no, I want to talk directly to the seller, because I want to use these tactics.
Yeah.
So what do you think? How do you negotiate when you're not even negotiating with the person who makes the decision?
Right. I tell my clients this all the time in listing appointments, that working with a buyer agent is going to be the most important part of the sale. I have to find a way to win over the other agent first. You get more bees with honey. So I always try to build a relationship with them first. whether I'm the listing agent or I'm the buyer's agent, I'm always trying to build a friendship with that other agent. Because once we come to an understanding and there's a trust, then you can relax. And now we can really work together. Now we can be a team.
Now you're on the same side. You're all trying to
We're all
accomplish
on
the
the
same
same
thing.
side to help our clients understand why this is a good or bad idea, whatever it may be. But first, we try to build a relationship with that other agent. That's why they say real estate is all about relationship building. You hear that all the time, and it gets boring to hear it. But it really is, because, you know, today I popped into a new model home because I'm selling homes next to that model home. So I need to build a relationship with that agent, et cetera, right? So I always try to win over the other agent first. And then later we'll talk about the tough topics and understand that agent's personality, their comfort zones, what makes them smile, what makes them happy. You can hear a smile over the phone when you talk to somebody. That's why when I'm having my worst days and I have to pick up the phone, I pick it up with a smile to convince myself and everybody else that it's great. Even though I'm having the worst day ever, I want to hang up, but I have to take that call. So you can hear it in someone's voice when they're in a good mood or not. And if they're not in a good mood, there is a way for me to slowly get them in a better mood. I can tell. This is relationship building, and this is just negotiations. This is what true sales is. It's the same thing when you're dealing with a difficult seller or a difficult buyer or a difficult lender or a difficult title agent or someone who's just having a bad day, right? And is just doesn't want to hear from you, doesn't care about you, doesn't trust you. We have to find a way to win them over first. And once we get there, then we can talk about the big items.
So you have to win two deals. You have to win the agent, and then you have to win the seller or buyer or whoever. Yeah.
And then after you do all that, your client says, never mind, I don't want that after I asked them for this.
Yeah. And there's the 50th one you
And
showed
I'm
them.
like, I just convinced everybody that I told this whole story as to why this is the most important thing to you. And now you want this. And I have clients that do that sometimes. And I'm okay with it. They put me up against a new challenge. Now I got to go away. And I tell them, listen, this is going to take me 2 or 3 days, but I'll get you what you want. And that's the hardest part. They don't want to sit for 2 or 3 days. Yeah. And I tell them, trust me, I will get you what you want for 3 days. I have a seller right now who I have like a 5-year history with, but I just now became his listing agent. And he had to wash. I said, give me a week. We are going to get this offer where you want it in a week. He's like, there's no way someone's going to pay what you're saying, blah, blah, blah. I said, well, you just take it then. Take it. Or I can get you 50 grand more if you give me 5 days.
I think that's the hardest part. It's like when there's one item left on the shelf and you're like, should I buy it now or wait for it to go on sale? It's kind of like that idea where it's so hard to be impatient. I believe
it is. Yeah. Yeah, it sure is. I mean, I don't like waiting, but I know sometimes that will get me what's best for me or for my client.
So speaking of waiting, what are the days on market like right now?
Oh my gosh, it's all over the place. I just sold a house in West Tampa that sold in 5 days.
Oh, wow. What was the strategy behind that?
Well, this is the crazy part. That house was listed by another brokerage and the seller wasn't happy. So he canceled the contract. Then he called my broker. My broker was in a meeting. So the call came to me. I picked it up. He found me on the website. He's like, hey, I want to work with, I saw your Instagram, you and Frank doing videos. I need a video like this of my house. My previous agent doesn't do social media. I just canceled my contract. I want to sell my house. It's been on the market 30 days. No one's called, nothing. And I know I have the best house on the block. So right away I was kind of rolling my eyes because everyone thinks they have the house, best house, including myself. I have the best house on the block. Right?
I won't say that.
Right.
I'm a dirt yard. We're working on it.
So I said, all right, is your contract canceled? Yes, I'll be over there tomorrow. Great. Came over and I told him, listen, you got to change a couple things here. I have a vision for your house. You are within 10 minutes of Raymond James Stadium. This is right across the street. The Yankees come for spring training. I got to sell this house to someone who's going to use this as an Airbnb. Okay. But these are the things you got to do. It's not going to be easy. So you need to be patient. It's going to take about 3 weeks. You need to do A, B, and C, big changes. And I'm probably not going to get you the price you listed with that guy because that's too high on top of everything. He didn't like any of that. But I said, this is the truth. I list homes to sell, not for fun. I didn't say this meeting was going to be fun. It's going to be productive and we're going to get your home sold. He said, okay. And I said, all right, if you're ready to do those things, we'll get your home. He said, well, can I still list it at the price that you said? I said, yeah, absolutely. But if we get no hits, you're giving me the price that I said within 30 days. And if you cancel this contract, you owe me money because I'm not listing homes for fun.
Yeah.
I'm going to invest a lot of money in this. We invest a lot of money in our media, social media, running ads, all that stuff. And we got to get a return at the end of the day. I love selling homes, but I still have bills to pay. So I have to get a profit out of this,
Absolutely.
right?
You're unemployed until you sell, right? And you just don't want, you're investing a lot.
I'm investing in the house before anybody else. Now
Sure.
I got to convince somebody else to invest. So we listed it. He did all the things I asked him. I did all the things I promised. And we listed it high again. Sold in 5 days, full price. Just closed a few days ago.
Wow. So I'm going to check my watch real quick. All right. So in a few minutes, I have a gamer for you.
Okay.
But
Right.
what I heard from that was you were available. Social media presence played a big role. And you did something I love when people are trying to sell me, is that you came in and you told them what you're going to do and what they need to do, whether they like it or not. Like, you told them the most effective thing. I can't stand when, I call like a HVAC or something like that, and they're like, well, what do you want? Like, I don't know what I want. I know a lot of things.
Yeah.
I don't know what this condenser is, what's
Yeah.
broken. You have to tell me and then
Yeah.
lay it out, tell me what to do.
And I'll buy it.
Yeah. And I love that. And that you came in, you're like, this, and this, whether that person, this is the most effective plan, not just what they want to hear. Then also you mentioned social media. They looked you up, they saw your social media presence. So let me ask you, can you be an effective real estate agent in today's world without social media?
I think you can. I definitely think you can. I do a lot of social media because I enjoy it. But this business is all about relationship building. If you hang out at the country club all the time and you're building relationships there and you've never had Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, anything, but you're being social and you're connecting with people, you can be successful. Absolutely.
So once again, relationships.
Yes. Yeah. But if you do all that and you post a video on social media every now and then, or even just talk about your day, maybe don't even run ads, don't spend on professional videos or anything, but you just are on there once in a while, you can double your business. Absolutely.
I like that.
You can do it, but you can have more.
I think I have some, as soon as I hear that, I think of some like veteran agents I know who've been doing it for decades.
Yeah.
And they built a network, and you look them up and you see like one picture.
They have nothing. Yeah.
But they built that network through their relationships because they did old
Yeah.
school. So if you personally could turn off your social media and not have to post again, by choice, right? You just turn it off but still do the same amount of business, would you do it?
If I could turn off my social media, how would I do it, you mean?
No, would you do it?
Would I turn off my social media to still work, or what do you mean? Like a challenge?
No, so for instance, I am not actually a big fan of social media, because I like it because I think it does help me grow. It helps me share education. That's a big passion of mine.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I would love, my dream job is what you see on The Good Wife, when all she has is her notepad with no computer and she walks around doing business like this. I would love to never go to a screen again and still do business and still do the relationship side of things and the sales side of things.
Yeah.
But I know it's unrealistic in this world.
Yeah. Would I do it? I love being social, so I think I could do it. But I've already built a brand, so it'd be weird for me to leave.
Oh, no, I'm not asking you to do it.
Yeah.
You've definitely built a brand.
I did about 10 years ago, I took a 2-year break from social media because I've had Instagram for like 14 years. The current one that everyone knows is not my original Instagram. I have like 7 Instagrams, by the way.
Oh.
Everyone does. So the one that's popular that I'm on every day, that one I, made like a few years ago when I became a real estate agent and had my business. But I've had Instagram since it started, because everyone in LA had it from the very beginning. And at some point, I took 2 years off of everything. Facebook, I had Snapchat at the time. It was such a nice break. It was actually relaxing. It was great. I think maybe if I didn't have a business maybe I would take a break from it, because it can get a little overwhelming. It can get a little addicting.
Yes.
And sometimes I think you do miss out on life because you're on social media too much. You just don't live the same way.
Now, I don't want to share this for your clients to be worried, but I know you have great backup systems, so don't worry. But are there any days or activities where you're like, I'm putting it away? So I'll give you an example. On Christmas, 4th of July, oh man, is that it? Easter, I turn off my phone.
Yeah.
Do you have any activity or days where you're
Yes.
like, I'm done?
I actually have my phone on D&D every day at 7.
PM or?
7 p.m.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, 7 p.m. And honestly, it's on D&D till 9 a.m. I don't pick up the phone before 9
I
a.m.
love that. See, I've started trying to do a little bit more. And also, I will put my phone in the other room from sleeping, or else you know what to do.
Otherwise, you want to be on it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
tempting. So I'm on D&D at 7 o'clock every day, and it's been that way for about almost 3 years.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Doesn't mean I don't check it. And if I'm in the middle of a negotiation, I'm checking it. But
Oh, yeah.
I take breaks. Yeah. I like to enjoy a nice dinner. I am the kind where when I'm eating, it's an experience for me. I'm not just swallowing food. I like to have a nice view. If I'm at home, I have my house ready, whatever. I have music on, maybe a candle, or if I go to a nice dinner, it's a whole experience for me. So I like to enjoy either my lunch or my dinner, one of the two that day. Like today, I ate my lunch in the car. So I'll probably have a nice dinner. I'll treat myself to something nice. But when I say nice, I'm not saying fine dining.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to go to Shanko in Seminole Heights because that's like my favorite spot.
Oh, I've seen that
Have
place.
you been there? It's a Japanese place.
I have not been there yet, but I saw it on Chandler's Instagram.
Yes.
And it is on my list.
Yeah, it's delicious. I can go there every day.
I go, one place, this is a shameless plug, one place I always go when I run through Seminole Heights is I always go to Heights drive-thru.
Oh yeah, all the time.
I am,
yeah.
and I'm not saying
they have
that for
Japanese ice cream. They have some, in the morning they have this guava pastry that's delicious, but they run out all the time, and it's so good. I love that.
At Shanko?
Yeah, no, at the Heights drive-thru. They have pastries in the morning. They have a guava pastry.
I don't think I've ever been there in the morning.
Yeah, they have iced coffee. Everyone goes there in the morning.
Well, I go there like
because you're not that close. Yeah.
I go there
It's
whenever I have a meeting there or driving from north to south. Also because my kids, we always get the chicken wing. The chicken wing ice cream. And I like the coffee. And because Frank was actually flambeing the bananas to make the banana syrup for it.
I know.
That's why I'm a supporter.
Isn't that crazy? Frank is so busy and successful, and he's sitting here making the syrup for bananas. He's passionate about everything he does. I love that. All right,
so
what are we
you
doing
ready?
Here?
Okay, so you're the home selling queen of Wesley Chapel. So I am going to test your knowledge and abilities.
All right, here we go.
This is our game here. Is I'm going to show you just the listing photo of a home, and I might give you a few little hints because I tried to keep it from like Wesley Chapel straight down. I didn't go into Pinellas County at all. I'm going to show you a listing of a home, and I want you to place it. We have 6 here. On most expensive to least expensive.
Oh.
Okay. So there's that one.
This is not Wesley Chapel.
No, that one's not.
This is not Wesley Chapel.
Do you know who they are?
Seminole Heights. Seminole Heights Bungalow. This is Wesley Chapel. This is Wesley Chapel. That's the Lantana floor plan. This is.
I love how you knew the floor plan.
That's not.
So which one's the most expensive?
Is this a multi-unit? Apartments?
No.
Or townhomes?
I'll give you that hint. It's not. You can only buy one unit at a time.
Oh, okay. So we're going to talk about which one's the most expensive. And these are all in Wesley, because if they were...
No, it's Wesley Chapel down to South Tampa. So like that strip. So there will be Seminole Heights.
No wonder. I was like, that's not...
Well, which one was Seminole Heights?
So this looks like Wesley Chapel. This looks like an ICI home.
I don't know what ICI means, but it is Wesley Chapel.
I just toured an ICI home again this morning, so it looks like that. This is probably in either Estancia. Yeah, this is in probably Estancia community, or... Oh, wait, no. This is Taylor Morrison in Esplanade.
I love that you know this. All right, so is this the most expensive one here?
Well, South Tampa can get pricey. I just don't know. I know that's either Seminole Heights or, I don't know. In terms of location, so this is also Wesley Chapel. This is a Lantana floor plan by D.R. Horton. This one right now is selling around the 400,000s. So probably 420. It's got the stone. If they stage it nice, you can get 430.
All right. So you said like 430.
This home's a little bit older, and I toured a lot of homes like this recently with a client. If it's renovated, it'll work because it has a nice high ceiling entrance, but it has a loft upstairs to push the teenagers up there. This is probably 400,000 as well because it's bigger than that one, but it's older. Probably 420. If it was in Wesley Chapel, I don't know where it is.
This is what I love, because when I talk to you on the phone, you are always just like ripping off all this information, and I am lost a little bit. Now, I am in real estate, and I do have a few homes, so I look more on like almost the investment side.
Yeah.
But I love that you're like, I know this floor plan, and it's older, and it's whatever. So where are we putting this one? Higher or lower than that one?
It's going to probably sell for less than this, even though it's bigger, because it's older. This home's probably 20 years old.
No, okay, so this is list price, not what it will sell for. So just
list price.
General.
Anyone can list a house for anything.
Yeah. So
sale
just
price is different.
well, okay. Well, let's do what you think it's sell price.
I just need to know where the houses are, and then you.
Well, you know this one.
This is Seminole Heights.
Yeah, and actually it's Panitas.
Oh, this is going to be up here.
All
yeah,
righty.
because of the location, Seminole Heights. Yeah, and this is probably a 100-year-old home. But if you live there, you can be in Channelside in just 10 minutes.
Yeah, I love 100-year homes. I used to have 3 of them. Yeah. And I sold them all.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hopefully you had a good time. You got a good return for them.
It was in Buffalo, so I got where are we putting this one? It's not the whole unit. It's just one unit inside of
It's
whatever
a
this
unit,
building
but
is.
is this in Hyde Park or where is this? Do we know?
Does it look like Hyde Park?
It
It's
could be
not.
hidden North Hyde Park. No.
It's not at all.
Okay, Temple Terrace.
Closer, yeah.
Okay, so but it's a unit. It's a single unit. It's gonna be like. It's gonna be probably.
That one is tricky because you don't have a very good photo there.
Yeah, probably
right
there. Okay, so where's this one at? In what city?
That one. That's a great question. See, that one is.
Is this a teardown?
That one is rural. It's not a
Rural.
tear down. It's rural.
Like
it's
Pasco?
Oh, actually, so it's way north of Wesley Chapel. I'll give you that hint. Yeah.
Okay.
Like
This one's gonna be, and it looks like a 1,500 square foot home, no garage, a shed.
yeah.
Honestly, I have a buyer for that right now. Is this listed now?
It is. I'll give you a listing after this.
Yeah. Okay. So it's got a good yard. My client can put their trucks there. They have a landscaping.
It's like
business.
an hour to hour and a half from here.
It's like Dade City.
Nailed it.
Yeah. I was in Dade City today, and actually, I wonder if that's the same house that my client went under contract. So my client went under contract on a house that had a newer roof. It was a 20-year-old
yeah.
roof. We had to cancel the contract.
That is the exact story I just heard from another person, actually, where they're like, newer roof. And then they looked, the inspector was like, no, this is super old. And then the listing agent was like, oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, then don't list homes that you don't know about. And so this one you can get for like 200 and something. So
Okay.
down here, in Dade
All right.
City.
Is this cheaper
And
or more
then-
expensive than that one?
Which one?
The-
No, this Temple Terrace would be more expensive than this whole house, even a
Okay.
single unit because of the location.
I might be wrong about Temple Terrace.
sure.
And where's that one? That's
Is
our
this
last
St.
one.
Pete? Is the St. Pete house?
No, I said no Pinellas.
Oh, okay. So this is going to be
Put a big tree in the front as the hint.
yeah, with an oak tree. Is it somewhere in the Heights or in South Tampa?
South Tampa.
It's gonna be way up here then. Yeah, it's gonna sell for more than this. We got to bring this down.
Oh, it's going to sell for more? Okay.
Yeah, well, it depends. If this is an Esplanade, it can go up to $1 million. But if it's an Estancia,
I think this one is priced too high.
okay.
Oh, sorry.
gonna
For the
agree with
person
you.
who priced that. Okay, here we
Yeah,
go.
so let's see how we did. These, you know what the thing is? I wish we could. In my head, I'm thinking actual values.
I know.
You're
that's
thinking
what,
list price. That's where I'm
So
getting
I was trying to look
confused.
at days on market and look at not ones that have been sitting too long. So, okay, here we
Okay.
go. We will start with the one on the top.
Okay.
Okay, top. What do you think it's, just shoot out a number for me.
If it's an Esplanade, let's do 900 and up.
Okay, so you say 900 plus.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be a K in there.
I mean, it could be. This floor plan is typically over $1 million, but I can't tell what's
Here's
inside.
our price.
But it's like 10 feet ceilings. It's got a 3-car garage.
It is
Might
a
have a pool.
4-4 and 3,666 square foot home in Freesia Loop.
Yeah, that's around the block from Genato and Rossetti in Esplanade Community.
Okay, so this is what it's listed
It's
for.
listed at 1.3. Okay. Listen, I just typed up offers on houses just like this at 1.3, and my client was offering 1.1.
There you go.
Needless to say, we did not sell it.
Yeah. So nailed it on the most expensive. Let's see what's next. Okay. South Tampa. Nailed it on that one. What do you think purchase price is for that one?
That's going to be South Tampa, with which part of South Tampa?
Euclid Ave,
Okay, you have the
which
street
is
name?
like right in the middle of South Tampa.
Do you know the street name?
Euclid.
Oh, it's on Euclid.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's on Euclid. Okay. That's a small house, but you could tear that down and put a $3 million house there.
Yeah.
Let's do 800.
Oh my goodness. Oh, so your guess was 800 and you nailed it.
Wow. Okay.
So this is our list price.
See, I
All
do
right.
know a lot more than Wesley Chapel.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. I know you know a lot more
Yeah.
about Wesley Chapel. But that's why I gave you all of them. Okay, let's go down to Panita's listing in Seminole Heights.
Yes.
That one is how much?
I want to say that one is in the low 700s because it's got a driveway, it's got a carport, it's really cute inside. I think it has a yard. I don't think there's a pool in that one.
It includes all the furniture, so you'll be shocked at this price. So you said low 700s,
Yeah.
and most likely if I told you the street, you would know, but it's 525.
Oh my God,
So
I need to help her sell this.
good deal.
Yeah.
All right, and I think that's
Okay.
just listed, so.
Okay.
All right, and it's 1,200 square feet. Okay. Now, you also nailed it on, I mean, all of them so far, but let's see. That one there.
The lantana. This
The
is only
lantana.
buildable in certain communities. It's either an Epperson or Murata.
Correct. Epperson.
Yeah. So that one's going to be, if it could be listed up to 500 and something, but I think it's worth 4 something.
500K.
It's probably been on the market 200 days.
I don't remember that one. How long it was
Because
on.
I sold this floor plan a lot, and I could not get anyone to
Let's
pay
see
more
if they
than
tell me
$430 for it.
They didn't tell me the floor plan, but that one is, like you said. Nope, the next one is. Oh, sorry, staring at this one. Sorry, my bad. 459. So you nailed
they're right
it.
there. Let's get an offer in at 430 and call it a day.
That's Epperson, just like you said. Now, I kind of gave this one away. This one, you said, would be actually cheaper than that one, right?
Because I think it's older.
But it is 500. Now, will they sell it for that? Who knows?
No. Probably not. Sorry, I just toured a bunch of houses with that same elevation and everything in the forest. And my clients passed.
I like the look of this one.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we have, this one is Zephyr Hills. My bad. I was way off on that.
Zephyr Hills.
So I'll give you a hint. It's very cheap.
Oh, yeah. Probably like, it's a unit, like a 2-bedroom unit?
No, it's it's like a 1-1 condo.
Oh, 1-1 in Zephyr
2-2.
Hills.
2-2 condo.
2-2, okay. In Zephyr Hills, maybe like 200,000?
118. So you were high on that one.
No way, send me that listing. Maybe I need to get that. 118 for a 2-2?
Mm-hmm. Very motivated seller.
Yeah, I wonder if it's remodeled. Does that HOA have reserves?
It says. The big question is, if he has a high HOA and a low purchase price, that means we're going to be in for some trouble with that condo. Right. Then you call me to rescue it later on.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. And then finally, our Dade City. You told me this one was, I think you said like 300. And it is also, you said 200? My bad.
Yeah. Oh, it is.
Well, it's 300.
Yeah. Oh, it's more.
So it's 300. I think it has a big lot and a workshop that you can't see.
It's still going to go under that.
You're going to go under that?
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Oh, and a transferable
But
warranty.
that's why my client hasn't seen it. My client has a budget of $215.
$215. Oh, that's going to be a lot lower.
We help all price ranges.
Yeah, I love it. Well, thank you for playing. You pretty much crushed most of it, and I love the details that you knew for every one on there.
I want to say something. You know why I thought that one was worth $700?
Yeah.
Because the agent that listed that has really beautiful marketing.
Oh, yes, I do.
And so the presentation of the home is really nice. I've seen it because she had a broker open. And those things matter when you choose an agent. If your agent has a good eye for presenting things nicely and going the extra mile to present your home, it gives everybody the impression that the home is worth more. Mm-hmm. You know?
And for your seller, gets you that much higher price.
Exactly.
Now, speaking of brokers opens, I don't know if this will be out in time, but do we have a brokers open coming up?
We do. Brokers open July 23rd at 11 a.m. I think it's going to be huge. Everyone's starting to RSVP like today and yesterday, all last minute. I think we'll have like 50 agents there.
Wow. Yes. I definitely need to up my bottle count. But I'm very excited. Another one on Caitlin. I financed one on Caitlin, and then I was at another broker's open for another big one you sold there too. So great homes up there. And I think, as you were saying, relationships is everything, super important.
Yes.
Name recognition when you're putting that contract. And that one great way to build a relationship is broker's open, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a great way to showcase the home. And for me, it's important to build relationships with all those agents that are coming. If I had beef with them, they wouldn't come to my broker open.
I do know that because I've seen you kick someone out.
So when people are hosting brokers open, you look at who's showing up and how big is the crowd. Because if they don't have a good reputation within agents and they're going to kill your deal, or they're not going to get you what you want, they're not going to get access to off-market deals, that's how you can tell who shows up for who.
Oh yeah, and your brokers opens are great.
Thank you.
So I can't wait to go. 2 days from now. Thank you so much for coming out. We could chat forever, but we are out of time.
All right, no problem. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Geri.
Great.